Welcome to the history class's Google Classroom. And this Google Classroom is specifically for the civil rights movement unit that the students will be going through. So every student can be logged in right here and just go right to the Google Classroom stream to see what has been posted and what assignments are due. So the first assignment that we are going to go over to is first we'll click up on classwork and we are going to go to the civil rights movement in emojis, and to click on that will take us right to the directions and to the Google Doc that is attached to. As we can see, it says using our Google custom search, which we can find on our main page of our Google Classroom. Choose a major event that occurred during the civil rights movement. Through your research, you then have to explain that event through emojis. So let's click on that Google Doc. And as we can see, using our Google custom search, we're going to choose that civil rights movement event, and then we are going to go to this linked website. So let's go back to our Google Classroom. Let's go to that stream and let's click on that custom search. Now we made a custom search so that our class, when it comes time to researching some of the assignments, they are only going to have what websites I have approved. So that means we're going to tend to stay away from a Wikipedia and maybe some other inappropriate sites. So it really just filters down some of the crux of what we want to be researching. So let's just do a really broad and go to events. And as we can see, a couple come up with timeline and events, key events. So let's click on this one. And it takes us right to exactly where we want to be. We see the Montgomery boycott, bus boycott, the Birmingham campaign, March on Washington, and so on and so forth. So what we will have the students do is they'll choose one of these, they will read about it, and then they will go back to the Google Doc and add in their assignment. As we can see, our students have start to fill in the assignment here. The first one that we have is the Rosa Parks Montgomery bus boycott. So we can see that they have a seat on a bus, and then they found the band or the stop and another bus. So that really tells us that it had something to do with seat on the bus, and then something with not riding the buses. And so then after this emoji assignment is completed, we would have the students present them so we can flesh out the emoji story a little bit more. And then the second one here is the Ruby Bridges integration of an elementary school. So we have Ruby and maybe a classmate, so that's really driving home the desegregation part of this, a backpack, and a school. So these students did a wonderful job on this assignment.